whether he doesn't come back or not? Or is that all
Yeah.
you and
I mean, I brought it up, but at the end of the day, they're always going to be like it's your decision, like make the decision that you want. But of course, like they'll give me little nuggets and bits and pieces to think about for sure.
Tyler, my apologies have been asked, but head coach Greg Gard said one of the biggest selling points was the ability to win 3 Big Ten championships, the first in Wisconsin history. What does that mean to you, the chance to do that and coming here, for your final year?
Yeah, I mean it's a great opportunity for me to be a part of those teams where we won the Big Ten championships and have a piece of that. But this year it's about our team, and so it's not about me winning my third one. It's about this team and the group that we got, because we got a lot of good pieces and some special pieces that we added in, and working towards that goal of winning a Big Ten championship. So I'm really excited for that.
With some added depth with Gus Yald and Nolan Winter, we don't know exactly how much they'll play, but some more front court depth compared to last year potentially, and as well as some developing players. Do you envision maybe playing a little more on the wing this year, and how would you embrace that?
I mean, yeah, versatility is always something that I feel like has been one of my strengths. So being able to push me around the court is give all the team different looks, have different matchups where different guys guard me, where I'm guarding different guys. I think that's a huge thing, and then also, like you said, those developing players. We got like Carter Gilmore, Marcus Ilmer, the forwards that haven't really been playing a whole lot, that they've had a good off season, and then also the freshmen, like you said, they're coming in wide-eyed and wanting to play too. So there's only X amount of minutes between 4 or 5 guys, but I like what I see from everyone, because everyone comes in, competes, and is working for those minutes.
Talking about this season, was there I know it must have been a tough decision coming off the loss last year, the emotional part, but was there really a lot of deliberation kind of coming into this decision? Take me through that process.
Right. I feel like after the season, I just needed a week or two to kind of let everything settle down, because we had a long year, play up into the last week with everything going on in my life, and so had a week, talked to the people that I needed to talk to, kind of sit and think, and then I don't know, I feel like it really wasn't too long of a decision, or of me thinking, where deep down when I really got to it and looked down into myself, it was an easy decision to come back.
Talking about this season, what do you kind of expect your final year here, your role with this entire team kind of coming back? How do you envision, not only for yourself, but for this team with the continuity you have, how to go?
Yeah, I mean, I envision us taking a step from where we left off before I got hurt, honestly, me and Max. Where we were winning a lot of games, we were battling through the tight ones, gritting them out if we were in like a rock fight, and then winning games if we weren't. But I feel like that's where we're going to pick up where we left off, and that's pretty much all I got to say. And that just gets me excited and thinking about that time where we were winning a lot of games.
Talk about that. You talk about that injury, 11-2, kind of right before that. Do you kind of think that was like the turning point in a way of last season, and a full off season now, like fully healthy? How important do you think that is for the change?
I mean, yeah, we only had so many guys in the rotation last year, and so losing one of the guys who plays a good amount of minutes, we're going to take a little dip. And so I feel like I came back early, and we just couldn't really get our mojo going after that.
When you say you came back early, did you put pressure on yourself, knowing that you needed to come back before you were fully, and you were healthy, but
right,
not as good as you could be?
Right. I feel like in the moment, you don't really know. You're just going to think like, oh, it's the Big Ten season. Like, you're never going to be 100%. But looking back at it, I don't really regret coming back when I did, because I feel like we needed it. We were able to win like a couple games. We were win one, lose one, win one, lose one, something like that. So I don't really regret it. And honestly, I feel like going through that, it helped me get to where I'm at today. And I'm really enjoying like where I'm at with this program, and where I'm at in life and my basketball game.
2 years ago, you guys won a ton of most games. And I remember after the Rutgers game, Johnny Davis was asked about luck. Because we're 15 and whatever, it was a tough luck.
Yeah.
Last year, lost close games. What's the difference? How fine of a line is it between going home smiling and getting on the plane going and lost?
I mean, it is tough. But I feel like last year we had young guys, we had a little inexperience, and I think just looking forward to this next year, we're going to be able to pull them out by just having that experience, by being able to go through that time where we were winning and losing games, and just having the off season to really develop that mentality where, hey, we're either going to win those games or we're just going to dominate and not even have a close game.
Talk about last season, building off of it. At the end of the year, Stephen Crowell, those last few games, really started to evolve as a scorer. What did you see from him growth-wise at the end of last year? And what do you think he can do growth-wise this year?
I mean, yeah, I feel like that NIT, there was no pressure. I mean, even like every game was kind of a must-win, where the NCAA tournament's on the line, where every game was like, oh, we should win this one, and then we'll be good. And then so that kind of in the back of the mind, when we get to the NIT, it was kind of able to show what players could do where there's no pressure, we're just out there free-flowing, playing basketball. And so I think you're going to see a lot of that from this team this next year, a lot of free-flowing, and just guys playing with confidence.
Have you looked at the schedule? Like, I'm asking specifically about the week of December where Marquette, go to State, and go to Arizona. Is that a week that excites you, or do you go, okay?
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, you come to Wisconsin because you want to play in those games, and so for me, I feel like as a fifth-year college basketball, you live for those environments. You live to go on the road to Arizona. You live to play at Michigan State. All these things. And so I feel like that just amps it up and gets me and the guys ready to go for the season.
Is there like a certain game or a certain stretch where you've just got to kind of circle down on your
Not specifically. I'm sure that one's going to be a good one. I haven't really looked at the dates. I just know the opponents, but I'm excited for it for sure.
Do you think after the way last year ended, the disappointment, but everybody kind of coming over it, Coach Guard spoke about how you guys kind of had the right mentality coming into this season. How do you feel the locker room is, understanding where you were last year, but also the potential you guys have this year?
Yeah, I feel like we've taken a big step, both maturing on the court and off the court, where a lot of guys are just really locked in right now, ready to come in the gym and hoop. And so I think that's a big step. And then also just having that year to mature, going through those tough losses, those close wins and losses, and then just maturing and learning from all those experiences.